Eve.
I'm Liz.
I'm Julie.
Yay, we're three again. Hello, welcome to the Magnum PI podcast, and it's been a week.
Oh yes.
It's been a hot one.
Oh yeah, melting. Absolutely, bloody melting.
Did I actually see you say 122 Fahrenheit? Did I actually see that with my eyes?
You actually saw that.
That's ridiculous.
I know, right? It's like I wasn't there, so it was a little bit higher, where it was slightly cooler. But when I came down, aka back home, they were like, it was this hot! It already cooled down a little by that time, like 4 degrees or something, but like...
Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, so only 118. Nothing.
Yeah. I was just like, what is happening?
Yeah. It's craziness everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, and people are still denying climate change.
Yeah. Exactly, right? No global warming. Are you kidding me? Sorry, you should get that out of the way.
You're welcome to drink on the podcast. We're like
Friday evening.
We've already done drinking on the podcast. I have done drinking on the podcast.
I have too, actually. Last time we did it, which was before all the nasty news happened, I think.
Yeah.
When was the last time you were on? What episode did we do?
It was before the last episode, I think,
Yeah,
or maybe a week or two before the last.
Just before the finale.
Yeah.
Right.
Which was awesome, wasn't it?
I don't remember which one was it?
No, I just said before the finale, and then I was referring to the finale, which was awesome.
Oh yeah.
So I was in Halifax with my daughter, and we watched the finale there together. I was like in my freaking glory. It's like best thing ever. Come home and then.
Yeah, the cancellation from. I'm still not over the fact that CBS just quietly cancelled another show that I was mildly excited for, and I didn't realize it until after Magnum was saved. Oops. Early edition. It wasn't out yet. It was supposed to happen, and they scrapped it way before even filming more than the pilot. I was just like, I was excited for this. Thank you very much.
CBS is not fan friendly.
No, I'm refusing to watch Big Brother this summer because it's a CBS show.
Is it like the regular Big Brother or like a celebrity edition?
Regular.
Okay, that's why I don't recognize any of these people. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Even though like we would get it on Global, so like it still wouldn't count. But like I'm like it's a CBS show, so no.
Exactly. I mean, there's a couple of CBS shows that I like that I'm not sure I'm going to watch, and if I do, it would be on the Canadian affiliate and probably way after the fact. You know what I mean? I don't want to give them any kind of life. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna be the party pooper in this. I don't mind CBS too much.
Really?
At the moment. Yes, because here's the thing. I mean, I'm still not gonna be in any way associating it with Magnum PI because we're on NBC and we're, slapping the peacock everywhere. So even the last person realizes we're on the Peacock channel now, aka on NBC. Which is
I'm
why
kind of happy. NBC's always been my favorite American network. So
I never had one. I just liked the network that showed me what I liked. It happened to be CBS up until recently. But yeah, here's the thing. CBS is basically, they're in a little bit of money trouble. So obviously they had to axe stuff. You've got to axe something every year because you've got new shit coming in. It's still shady to me to replace us with that particular show.
That is all I've been seeing in the news are those fires, and I'm like, you've got to be kidding me with this. You've got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that particular show is in very bad taste, I think. It's like it's not the right time, and it's not the right topic, because I mentioned
The world is burning.
Yeah, literally, and it's not nice, and glorifying fire in such a way is not nice, and by in such a way I mean the interview by Carl, who literally glorified fire.
I know.
I mean, it's cool that you think it's the right programming. Maybe it is. Probably isn't, because it's not. We're not in the time where people want to see that.
Nope.
I still think that other shows did it in really great taste. 911 did it in really good taste, and Station 19 did it in really good taste. But it was one episode or two episodes that had the wildfire theme. In both cases, it was basically, this is what's happening in this area. World, please pay attention.
Right.
Fun fact! Cal Fire was featured on Station 19.
Was it?
In the wildfire episode. I never realized it until I rewatched it. It was really... there was just one character randomly from Cal Fire. It was never, it was never pointed out. It was nothing. They were there, they're part of the infrastructure, and they're part of the reason, of the heroes. And that's it. That's all we have to say, technically. But, yeah... I just can't imagine 20 episodes about wildfire going well. Prove me wrong! Please,
I know they have all that, like, personal drama and stuff supposedly going on with all of that too, but still, the whole thing just seems tasteless to me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Personal drama. How long until the personal drama around a prisoner turns into, I'm covering my crimes in a wildfire? I give it a season max.
I don't wish anybody would not be out of work, but it's not a show that I'm rooting for to succeed.
And with what I just said, if they're going with that angle, which for me feels inevitable, they're shitting on Cal Fire, and
they don't seem happy about it, right? I mean, I don't think that their tune has changed, has it? So
no.
Yeah.
They still don't support it. They still want them to put up that they're not affiliated.
Yeah.
Good. And they should.
Yeah, they should. They definitely should. Honestly, I give this show a season max.
Okay. Like I said, I don't wish anybody to be really, okay. I don't wish anybody to be out of work, but not for me. Not for me.
Not for me either.
I give it. I mean, you might be right with the season 1, but I have this voice in my head that keeps telling me that even if it's on the edge, they're gonna keep it because they gambled a lot on it.
That's true.
I mean, right, and the boss came out and said what he said, so.
Exactly. Like there is like this personal.
He kind of has to keep it.
Set these things. I kind of have to stand behind it now.
Yeah.
He's got to keep it so he doesn't look like an ass and an idiot.
Exactly.
I mean, that is inevitable at this point.
But he goes, yeah.
Yeah, but I still don't have much of a problem with CBS because it's how the business works. If the tables were turned, if the tables were turned, NBC wouldn't have canceled us because we would still be one of their top shows, even higher on CBS, higher than on CBS. But if the exact tables were turned and we were that on the edge, NBC would have probably axed us too. It's like could have gone either way.
Yeah.
What I find crazy is that when they did that whole stats about like the top shows and where we would rank on NBC and everything, I love the fact that we're ranking like in terms of viewership, like pure numbers, that we're ranking above Law and Order that's been on for fucking 24 seasons.
A million years.
And gets renewed multiple seasons at a time, always, because freaking NBC loves their Law and Order. So when that came out, I was like, good for us. You know, like, because as far as I know, like the big shows at NBC so far are Law and Order and The One Chicago, right?
Yeah.
Like those are
Yeah.
those are. I mean, they've got whole nights dedicated to those. Like Thursday
Yeah.
night is Law and Order night, and Wednesday night is the Chicago night, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like to be up there with those shows is pretty awesome.
Now, to be fair though, NBC, not NBC, sorry, I'm very NBC focused. CBS has the same thing going.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but see, we were ranking not as high compared to like the FBI's and all that.
Mhm.
See?
No.
So,
I want to see us directly go against Cal Fire.
Do you?
Friday nights, let's go.
yeah, but it's a gamble. It's a gamble.
We're gonna have to go up there. We're gonna have to go up there, Johanna, and tweet our brains out to let people know that at 9 o'clock, if it's the same time, we gotta switch our
No! No, we don't. We will. The most logical thing about doing that is being fucking mum about it, because guess what? If we create buzz about it, we're actually aiding them.
No, I don't mean buzz about those guys. I mean, we gotta be up there saying, hey, Magnum, 9 o'clock, NBC.
Okay, yeah, okay, then I agree.
The point.
Yep, NBC, guys. I know you're watching SWAT at 8, but if you want to watch Magnum again at 9, NBC is where you gotta go.
Oh, the Magnum nights need to be full-on tweet days.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Gotta be
yes.
just non-stop driving it home for anybody who is remotely, interested.
Safe campaign style tweeting.
Yeah.
You got it. Exactly what I'm thinking. Exactly.
And then we got to figure out in Canada where we're going to land, because technically NBC defaults to City TV, right?
Yeah.
But it was carried on CTV before, which technically does not have an affiliation with CBS, right? Because normally CBS shows are on Global. So I wonder where we're going to land, right? So there's three options as far as I can see it. A, we end up on CTV still because whatever.
Probably.
B, we end up on City because every single NBC show goes to City. Or C, we end up on NBC, and they don't cut to the Canadian feed because there's no Canadian network that technically picks it up. So we actually get to see the legitimate NBC feed. So we'll see where we land.
Which I gotta be honest, I record at midnight anyways. But,
because like CTV has already completely dropped affiliation with Magnum. It's not even on their website anymore. You can't
I haven't even checked. Really?
Find it. You cannot.
Then they're out already.
Yeah. So I'm very curious to see where we're gonna land. Yeah. I have a feeling it's gonna be City. I have a feeling it's gonna be City because that's literally where every single NBC show ends up in Canada. Like, I don't know of a single NBC show that's ended up on another network. It's always City.
Interesting. Yeah. Wherever it is,
which is kind of detrimental in a way because City is not one of the like super well-known networks like CTV, Global, like all that. It's like it's known, but it's not like super.
It's not one of the big. It's not one of the big ones. Yeah.
Yeah, but here's the thing. For the American business, the American network counts. Sorry, you guys are just Canadian.
Yeah, they don't really care about us, right?
not in
the border with them,
not in the first run, but as other shows have proven,
right?
It can matter.
Yep.
A little show called Primeval was literally saved by very much not another network in the same country. It was Germany. I mean, it still ended up canceled, and the funniest shit about that is in every other country it had 4 seasons. In Germany, it had 5. I've got a DVD set with 5 seasons. Everybody, where did you find the 5th season? Like, it aired here. Everybody else there's only 4 seasons, because apparently. Every other country had our season 5 as part of season 4, which makes 0 sense.
How long was season 5?
It's been a while.
Like a full season? Because that'd be a hell of a long season 4, you know?
Yeah.
It was like essentially for Primeval, it was essentially almost a full season.
Sorry.
It was fucking weird because but we have a season 4.
Yes.
It's like fully closed season.
Right.
And then season 5 starts. It makes perfect sense, and everybody else was just like, season 4. How? I still don't get it.
No.
But, I mean, yeah, it's the same content. We just apparently decided, hey, this is the 5th season and not the 4th. Cool.
Well, I'm glad we're getting the 5th season.
Yep.
And the 6th!
And 6.
Yes.
And I'm gonna tell
There's
you...
only 10 episodes along so far.
And I'm gonna call it right now. If we get a full season 6, we've got season 7 in the bag.
You think so?
Yep.
Works for me.
It works for us all. I mean, if you look at it, if you look at it in a stone cold way, I think we all know that season 5 would have been the end at CBS no matter what. I mean, Liz is aware of it. I'm aware of it. I think a lot of people are aware of it.
I believe you. Yeah.
I guess a lot of our listeners wouldn't have been aware of it, but season 5 was going to be the end at CBS.
Oh yeah, that would be my guess for sure.
It also was in the grapevine, as you know, Liz. Yeah, it was kind of semi-reported on Real News, like in the comments and shit. So the buzz was in the grapevine already. But hello, season 6 on NBC already.
Thrilled.
Yes, and then full season 6, season 7.
I literally was at work and that little notification came up about the cancellation. My stomach literally dropped to my feet. I don't think I was surprised, but I shouldn't have been because it was taking so long to renew, and everything that was coming up near the end was cancellations, not renewals.
That's the moment.
And I shouldn't have been that surprised, but I was so literally to my toes. I'm not kidding.
I remember when that day started. So it was gaming day with Ria. So we I think we played GTA 5 that very day. And that morning, not that morning, it's afternoon here, but it's morning for America. The cancellation started rolling in, and I was like, okay, we're gone. Because like you renewed everything, and suddenly first cancellation, second cancellation. I'm like, okay, Magna is getting cancelled.
That's exactly how.
And Asia texted me. I'm like, okay, fuck.
Yep.
And haven't slept in days after that.
It was. I literally. I think I cried. I do, and I think my poor kid was trying to comfort me.
I cried. I definitely cried. I mean, Liz can attest to it. She was on the phone with me.
Yeah, I was in a client meeting, like my first ever, and then I came out and it was like, my phone was just blowing up. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And I didn't even have to look at it. I was like, okay, either we just got renewed or we just got canceled. Because, like, there's too many, and then, like, it was literally just like, I can't remember, like, what I saw first, but it was just like, we're canceled. And I was like, oh my god, like, and it's funny because like one of my coworkers had said, like a year ago, he was like, I don't want to see you the day that Magnum PI gets canceled. So I like jokingly went up to him and I was like, guess what? This is me. Like, it just got canceled. Is this what you were expecting? And he was like, wow, you're taking this relatively well. I'm like, I'm at work. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly. I'm at work.
What are you gonna do?
Like, I'm at work at a new branch, like, with people I don't really know in a brand new position. I'm not gonna, like I can't.
And that's exactly what happened with me with the save. I fully expected the save. Like, I was expecting it to drop any second. Mm-hmm. And it had to drop while I'm at work, and I had to keep that massive grin off my face.
I woke up to it, so...
and you were gone for every single news about that.
I was trying to sleep. I've been in such freaking agony these days. It's been difficult to sleep, but I heard that I was in bed trying to sleep when I got that, all the messages kind of popping up, and when I saw it, I was like, then I couldn't sleep. Forget it.
Yeah.
I woke up at like 6 a.m. to like the same thing. Everyone being like, "It's happening! We're saved! Holy shit!" And then I was like, "Oh my god! Oh my god!"
You shouldn't have been surprised. I've been nagging you about that.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, no, I know that you had been saying it, and I was hanging on to that for the longest time. But the longer it goes, you kind of get a little, a little doubt starts to creep in a little bit,
That's exactly why we shouldn't have doubted it, because guess what? Networks aren't fast. And I kept saying it, but they're not fast. Imagine Baymax walking around being like, I'm not fast.
I know.
Yeah.
It's like, for something like that, it's not a conjoin. My goodness, what's the word? The CBS, NBC doing together production.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For that to be renewed that fast is fucking amazing.
Yeah, it was like in terms of a save, it was pretty fast. Like if I think about like Manifest that got saved, that was much longer. Like I think like All Rise was the same thing.
I think it's probably one of the quickest, right? I think it's one of the quickest saves that they've had for sure.
I mean, yeah. All things considered, it was like once it was like pretty obvious that we were gonna get saved, it kind of did click to me that it was gonna be a faster one, because basically as soon as it got canceled, there was already rumors that it was getting saved. And that doesn't normally happen. Yeah. Normally it's like weeks later where it's like, well, the canceled show or whatever, and then this time it was literally like a week later. It was just like, okay, like they're already talking about saving it, so.
Yeah. I'm still to this day very sure that the rumors that got leaked were intentional.
For sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, whatever got the job done as far as I'm concerned.
It worked.
Yeah.
All right. But yes, I'm saying it now, and I'm going to stand by it. I am not mad at everybody at CBS for cancelling it. It's a business decision at the end of the day, and we get a season 6 out of it, which we wouldn't have gotten at CBS. I think so.
And
I'm cool with it. So the only thing that I'm really, truly fucking mad at is that person that really likes smoky skies. Like, no. I've experienced that kind of smoke this week. Let's not do that, please. Mm-hmm. Let's not glorify that, please. It's really fucking painful. And I should probably share the story. So I was at work, and you know how you are at work when something starts to smell like something's burning. The first thing is like, oh, one of the computer overheated. Right. Or we're having a technical fault within the room, so I was like sniffing around. Obviously, I was dumb enough to sniff around. Bad idea. Sniffing around, trying to figure out what overheated. Yeah, I should have done that. So what happened is the neighboring company was on fire. So we had every window open. Because like one side, so you can imagine one side of the building is like so well, no AC in this part of the building. One side of the building is overheating, the other side of the building isn't. I'm in the one that isn't overheating, so my windows were closed. But like under the door, everything can come through. The other side was completely open, and they suddenly saw like ashes flying past the window and everything, and they were confused and left the window open for a long time. So on the other side of the room, I was starting to sniff around and was inhaling shit. Nope. And then I was going into the other room and was inhaling a little bit more, but it's not much. Obviously, I was like peripheral, but that already was a little bit hot and tough on my lungs. I don't want to imagine what would have happened if I was actually really exposed to that.
Yeah.
So So I got a tiny little bit of a taste, and it's not a good one. So, yeah, nobody got hurt.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Nobody got hurt, but, like, after we closed the windows, like 2 hours later, we get instructions from the police to please stay inside, close all the windows, please turn off all the ACs, because other parts of the buildings had ACs that are sucking air out from outside, because fire spread to something that now turns the smoke really fucking toxic. And we're just like, cool, that means we can't leave. Yeah. Luckily, they got it under control and kept the fire just in time for me to go.
Nice.
Well, that's good. I mean,
Yeah, I would have lost my mind had I had to stay at work.
Yeah, that would have been bad.
Mm-hmm.
for real.
Would have been
I
really
don't like.
No.
Oh, excuse me.
Long week for you too, huh? I hear you. It's a short week, but it felt like forever, right?
Okay.
Like,
Short week for you. I live in the one fucking province that did not have Monday off. I had full day week.
What was Monday?
What? Monday
Yeah.
was like, what do you guys call it in Ontario?
it's a civic holiday, just a civic holiday.
Yeah. So they get a day off like
They
this.
give you a long weekend in the summer, in August. First Monday in August, you get
Yeah.
off.
So every other province and
Have a
territory
name for it, yeah.
has a day for it.
Mhm.
Lovely Quebec does not. So
Sorry,
I worked all 5 days this week.
I didn't realize. I'm sorry.
I know. That's why it's been long. And then my boss decides, because today is the day that I go check on the other branch, so I got to leave early, woo. But then my boss decides to
Woo.
send a WebEx message to like the whole like team, and she's like, training session, or no, coaching session, upper kitchen. And then she's like, Liz, and then the other person, then she goes, no, 2 o'clock, Liz, and the other person. Then she goes, 3 o'clock, this and this, 4 o'clock, him. And we're all like, what? Like, it literally came out of nowhere. And she, like, kept changing the location, too, so it was, like, super sus. She was, like, meeting with all the, like, the different groups in all the different places at the branch. And I'm like, what is this? And, like, it was just, like, a coaching thing where she was like, so, like, when you introduce yourself, I'm like, seriously?
Oh my god.
This is the coaching is how to properly introduce yourself to get the, like, client's trust. Like, what? And then,
I could have taught you that. What the hell?
anyways, we were doing it anyways. And then I told, like, my other boss, because I was at the, like, the old branch, and he goes, I'm gonna pay you to start spying. Like, he's like, whatever she's doing, like, tell me.
Oh my goodness. I hope you said yes.
I was like, you don't even have to pay me. Like,
Super spy Liz.
Dude, no! Get paid?
no.
What the hell? Get paid for your services. Don't undersell yourself.
But, yeah, so yes, to answer your question, long week, yes.
Sorry, you know, the thing is, when you have a short week, because
I
your
had a short
mind, did you? Because
I-
for me, it goes, like, my mind goes, oh, it's going to be a short week, and then it just seems to drag on longer than a regular week. It's just like as hell, you know?
I am impromptu asked for Friday off, so. But it messed with my mind in a totally different way, because for like the entire day I was very sad that, oh my god, the Saturday is almost over.
Mm.
It hasn't even started. I mean, it started now.
Yeah, now it has for you.
By the time you guys are listening to it, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
And I'll be sad again.
So hi from the past!
Hey, hi from the past! How about we do the one thing that we haven't done yet? Actually talk about Magnum. We did have a plan to talk about something. We haven't even told you guys that one yet, but we did have a plan to talk about something, and we're going to talk about that now. Half an hour later. You're welcome. The topic for today, drum roll please, Robin Masters. Yeah, that took you by surprise because we didn't tell you.
Yeah, we recruited her and we're like, come do the thing, and then we poof.
I had no idea. I was just like,
Yeah, we decided to do Robin Masters and then recruited you. Like, apparently we didn't tell you. Hi. So you're unprepared. But to be fair, so are Liz and I.
Yep, we have nothing prepared for this, so we're just gonna wing it.
Yeah.
Okay,
So let's wing it. Books.
Books.
Are you surprised that I bring the books up first?
No, I was gonna bring up we would not have a Miggy or the Magnum that we know today if Mr. Masters had not said to him,
True.
live on the estate. He would not have met Higgy, he would not be in Hawaii. Well, actually, no, he might still be in Hawaii, because I don't think he would be, because Muzo was the one that said come to Hawaii.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He would be in Hawaii. He would.
But think about it. He, literally, if there wasn't Robin, he most probably would not be, like, the same private investigator that he is, because he was like, okay, I'm going to be a private investigator. And then Higgy was like, not if you don't get your license. And he was like, oh, yeah, good point. Right? So, like,
I mean, homeless in Hawaii. What would he have done? Without Robin, TC wouldn't have a business. Rick wouldn't have a business.
Nope.
Nuzo wouldn't have a business. Magnum might have had a business. Yeah, I mean, she might have, but certainly not in Hawaii.
Yeah.
And she would have been deported.
True say.
Yeah, but at the same time, that would have required her to go to Hawaii first
Exactly.
to get deported.
We would not have. Well, she may have, but we don't know. But
Okay, but important question. Do you think he saw it coming?
Miggy?
I think he set them up.
Yeah, do you think
I
it was
think
intentional?
he set them up from the start. He knows him, he knows her. These two would be perfect together. Idiots though they might be. He set them up. Absolutely.
Highly possible. Highly possible.
I think there's even a clue towards that in the show.
Oh, is there? Did I miss it?
When she says, when Robin told me you were coming to stay at the guest house? Okay.
A very subtle clue that you only understand in season 4.
Oh?
Which one was that?
Again, it's the writer speaking. Robin Masters is a traditionally published writer, which we know from the timing that he takes in writing. And we now know that it takes approximately 3 years for him to finish a book, or publish a book, take a book from finish to end. So, Silver Bell was in writing in season 1.
Yeah, T.R. Bell, that's right.
Also named the boat T.R. Bell.
Exactly! Based on T.R. Bell, Silver Bell was already being written in season 1, so he already wrote that kiss.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Before episode 19. That guy set them up or saw it coming very early.
He absolutely, in my mind, matchmaker. He absolutely was setting them up.
For sure.
She's broken, he's broken, maybe they fit together and make one.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he seems to know both of them, right?
Yeah.
He would know.
Clearly.
Yeah. I mean, we don't know quite how he and Higgy...
I need that answer.
I do! Please.
I mean, isn't it kind of obvious?
Not to me. I mean, not to me. I mean, I think that Magnum they never really make him wrong. He's rarely wrong. So in episode 1, when he said, I can only assume Robin owes you 2, I believe that because Magnum is never really wrong, you know?
And he also admitted defeat at that moment. When he said that, she was like, okay, yeah, you're right about everything kind of thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, but here's the most important clue again. It's probably one that everybody except the writers miss. Robin Masters isn't exactly one of her original ideas.
exactly, we know that, yeah.
So Higgy being there means that a likely mission of hers fed into Silver Bell too.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be surprised if Magnum if the White Knight kind of half stands in for Richard.
Oh my god, I just thought of something.
Oh my god! Give us.
So you know how season 1 and season 2 and season 4 all started with like book,
Yeah.
right? Of Magnum's adventure. What if season 5 starts with book of Higgy's adventure now that she's technically a character?
Do we know? Do we know that season 4 started with a book of Magnum's adventure?
Oh yeah, it could have been Higgy's.
Exactly, it could have been Higgy's, and Magnum could have been the White Knight, not Magnum. The White Knight could have actually been Richard in real life, because they have never commented on had that happened. There might have been like an element of a mission that they did, which is where TC and Rick and Nuzo probably come in, because I'm pretty sure Nuzo is still there, but they couldn't. You obviously can't get that guy just for like half a scene.
Yeah, no.
You need a little bit more in COVID times. And on the other hand, there's like 2 missions that overlapped, and he's just like, yes.
I would love it. Like,
Interesting.
just love it. You guys, I remember your podcast, because I've been listening to your podcast since the get-go, right?
Yeah.
And I remember you guys did one podcast on his books.
The books, yes, I know that was hard.
Happen and all that kind of stuff. And one of you, and I don't remember which one because I haven't gone back to listen again. It's been a while and my brain's not quite full of other shit, let's be honest. Pardon the expression. I don't know which one of you, but one of you mentioned if you could do like a second series of books based on Higgy, which now we know is T.R. Bell. We didn't know at the time, right?
That was Liz.
That was me.
God, yes.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I'm pretty sure that all of Higgy's adventures are gonna be in the White Knight books now, and
You think there's going to be future books then?
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I think so.
Absolutely, 100%. He
I
would
think
be dumb not to do it. He's got walking inspiration on Hawaii right now. Like, basically all he has to do is like, so what happened recently, Gif?
Mm-hmm.
You had a fight about what? Give me the deets.
I'm very curious. I need, like, and I'm so pissed that they didn't do this, when they realized that, like, Higgy, like, that T.R. Bell was based on Higgy, that they didn't make the comment about, oh, turkey robots, guess we were, like, obviously, yeah, you were wrong, Magnum, duh, right?
You're right about the book, but wrong about what it was about, yes.
Like, but here's the thing, I'm half glad that they didn't, because
Funny.
it would have been funny to us, but it would have also been a bit unrealistic. Because imagine if you had been on a boat with someone and you have like wild guesses about a name, about kind of for you insignificant boat that you've never been on since you almost got killed on it. Would you randomly remember your entire conversation from that time? 3 years ago?
I know, but you might remember Turkey Robot. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah, it was so
But at the same time, Magnum says a lot of ridiculous stuff.
But it wasn't really like an insignificant conversation if you think about it, because they had been thinking about it and going back and forth, and also he would probably remember it because it was right before she fucking got shot and he ended up like, like,
Yeah,
he was
and then actually,
That's also one of the reasons why he might not remember.
and they actually went back to it at the end of the episode where they were still trying to figure out what.
Yeah, they
Yeah, but that is not 3 years later.
I don't know. I think they would remember it because
Necessarily. I mean, they could. They don't necessarily have to. It's like
The trouble is on the show is there's so many little moments that they don't bother showing us that I would just love to see. Like,
yeah. But then again, it's
when-
the trouble with so many shows.
Yeah, it's true. Like when TC and Rick found out that he was dating Leah, like I would have loved to see the reaction. Like,
I never saw that.
That
You know what I
one
mean?
that one is a massive oversight, actually, because the secrecy of the relationship was so hyped, so
And then it was literally just
promoted, And then, like, Gordon finds out, and nobody else matters.
Mhm.
Yeah.
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 There's a whole bunch of little moments like that I just kind of go, God, couldn't you show us? Like, couldn't you just show us? Like, you know?
Yeah, just like make an offhanded comment. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Because like, I'm sorry, but like, in my opinion, if you read T.R. Bell in the book, you would have been like, oh, that's Robin's yacht, right? And then you would have been like, oh shit, we had that conversation about what the fuck T.R. Bell stands for. Like, it would have triggered it. Like,
It would have triggered it if you remembered it.
no,
Liz! Really, different people remember different things because different things are significant to them. And for some people, it's the years. When you remember something, you remember the last time you remembered it. So, there is a chance that depending on who you are, if you're a PTSD-riddled person, like Magnum obviously is, chances are that your memory eventually, over 3 years, zero in on the fact that someone on your watch has been shot. For another person who doesn't have the same experience as Magnum, obviously Turkey Robot is important, but there is a chance that he doesn't remember that because he values it differently in his head than we do.
Could be. Yep. But just, I mean, it's
yet they remember that 7 times, 8 times.
I'd love for them to use that somewhere down the line as a little message, little message, just to let you know, okay, here's a message for, like, I don't know, Tomas Caballe, and the message is just like, get up 8. All right.
By the way, it really is 8.
I know it is. Oh, I know it is. It's a proverb, right? I know it is.
Yes!
Yeah.
It is. It's really 8.
Yeah.
I think it's the whole idea of perseverance. Like,
Exactly.
You have to make that extra effort, right? So
that's exactly what Higgy said. He was like, if you start down, you can get back up.
And you start down.
Yeah. She's like, you cannot get up if you don't start down. Like, she's right, Like,
Yeah. If you start with adventure, you're not automatically on top. You're
That's
down.
right.
So you get up.
That's right.
You fail. Get up. You fail. Get up. You fail. You literally have to start getting up.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's 8.
Absolutely. I know. Higgy's right.
He's right.
That's the one time Magnum's wrong. Because he's almost always right.
Magnum is wrong when it serves the story.
Yeah.
Exactly. Which is not very often, but it happens, yeah.
I mean, it's Magnum PI and not whoever else PI.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
Even though sometimes it feels differently. I mean, to me, who's a very Higgy-oriented person.
Me too. I love my Higgy.
Me too. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I love them both. I couldn't...
Can I ask a question, though? Again, this is one of those little things. Just because we're talking about the book and the season, why is it nobody in that Kenya, in that Doctors Without Borders encampment, whatever they had there? How did they figure out that she got the vaccines back? Like, she's like, oh, they fell off a cliff. Here you go.
That's a good question.
I just took out 3 guys and grabbed them for you. Here you go. I don't think so. Right? So oh, they just fell off a truck. I mean, I would have liked to know
what she said to them.
How that happened.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like it was one of those things where it's like it got dropped off in the middle of the night, and it was just like all woke up to it being there, and it's like
it's just sitting there.
Except it was the same day, same clothes, same afternoon. But yeah, sure,
it's just sitting there. I mean, here's the thing. I got it back. Refused to elaborate.
Oh yeah,
that's also a chance.
Didn't you say she got it back?
No problem. What?
Did she ever talk to someone after?
Not that I saw.
I genuinely don't remember it.
You mean after she got them?
Yeah.
No,
No, the next scene with her was Eve calling her.
So yeah, so she could have just been like, got it back, refused to elaborate. I
Yeah.
don't question it.
Yeah. Right?
And
just little things, but those are the little things that stand out, and it's also
At least in this case, it's a little thing and not 309. We didn't even bother to get a car.
309 has too many of them. 309 has too many of them. We've talked about this before. It has too many.
Yeah. It's the big one is still the fact that they didn't get the car. It's like all it took was getting the car.
Oh yeah, literally that whole episode could have been improved 20 times if they had just gotten the white car.
Yeah.
Like for every other fuck up from that episode, if they had gotten the white car,
I wouldn't call it a fuck up. I wouldn't call it a fuck up.
Oversight?
Yeah. Let's be nice. Oversight.
Oversight.
Okay, oversights. Plural.
So Robin Masters, you were saying. What else were you going to say?
Oh yeah, we talked about him. Oops. Do you think
Master Manipulator Robin Masters?
Oh yeah, Master Manipulator for sure.
Absolutely.
He's moving those chess pieces around the queen, the knight.
Kumu in on it?
And he opened it up with Queen's Gambit?
Yep.
Is Kumu in on it?
Oh, that's a good question.
That's an interesting question.
Because remember, Kumu came with the estate.
She came with the estate, yep.
I think to a certain extent. I think they might be good together. It's definitely something that she's privy to.
I would love to see her call Robin. Like this conversation. I saw something that you should know about.
I want to see when the detectives figure it out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When they finally figure out they've been played. In a good way, but they've been played.
They haven't played right from the start.
Yeah. Like it's been set up. And that could actually be an interesting plot point if they were set up, because if you've seen 5 million TV shows as I have, and Lucifer is one of them, by the way. The entire idea that our love has not been born out of free will, but because someone set it up that way, gives a lot of anxiety and makes people question their love a lot. And that would be an interesting point, where like we were set up, we were meant to do this, and I kind of don't feel comfortable with it. Magnum, get away from me.
It is the one that get away from me.
I can totally see Higgy being like, nope. I gotta sort this thing in my brain first before I'm touching that again. Probably while touching him.
Probably.
I mean, come on, she'd never touch him while touching him.
Yep. Going back to books at the beginning of every season playing out in scenes.
Almost every season,
minus season 3. If we do get book opening in season 5, do we see a bit of their relationship play out in the scene in the book?
I think Silver White Bell is one of these toothpaste situations. You can't put it back into the tube. So White Bell's going to be around from now on. Also, I've got Predator! Why wouldn't you use her for it?
Yeah.
For real, right?
So it would be really interesting is if somehow what happens in the book mirrors the beginning of their actual relationship. Like, if we're gonna get a time jump or whatever, that would be a really cool way to do it. So, like, but, like, to see, like, the beginning of their relationship, but, like, White Bell. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like in season 4, where you're like, you had the kiss mirror.
Yeah. But this could be, like, and then, like, we could even have some, like, cheeky comment from, like, Higgy or Magnum being like, okay, this is way too personal. Close.
It already was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If they're gonna do a time jump, I'm gonna feel robbed, like most of us
Me too.
are. But
I'm calling it.
I'm kind of hoping if they do that, they do something like they did in season 1, episode 19, where you flash back to what happened. At least you get it back.
I
Right?
think if we're doing a time jump and we're flashing back to them deciding not to be a thing.
Could be.
That's like if there's a time jump involved, I'm gonna be team Miggy decided not to go there yet because they're not staying there, but that's my guess. Time jump means Miggy decided not to go there.
And that's the ultimate question: is what happened after?
Yeah, because honest to God, it would be just too delicious to see them bumble about to time jump it away. You can spread it over multiple episodes.
There's so much they can do if they
Especially with how broken they both are.
Yes, there's so much they could do.
Mhm.
Like even if they pick up literally right where we left off, there's literally so much they could do within that first 5 seconds of them just walking from the balcony back to the friends. Like there's literally so much they could do in that 30 seconds.
There is one very important thing that they need to do, though, if they pick up right off where they left. They
Get rid of that doll.
Yes!
Yeah.
Please cast an actual baby! Or make a better doll! That is super important to,
Yeah.
That's some seriously good acting.
Please get rid of the demon doll! I don't want them to face an exorcism because they were cursed by baby Joyless. Ugh.
Yep.
Baby nightmares.
Yeah.
Again, Station 19 rewatch for me. For Rhea, it's the first time watching it. First time a baby was on screen, it's an actual baby, not a murder doll. Yeah. Other shows gave us actual babies and not murder dolls. And even Yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow, actual baby, not a murder doll.
Most of it. Most of the scenes
Yeah,
were.
but some was on there didn't show.
Exactly, they didn't show us the face and it didn't have this creepy exorcism style head.
Yeah, that was a scary looking kid.
It was already a scary looking kid, and then they put it on Magnum's arm, and it was just like,
Yeah. No.
I will kill you in your sleep, so you better try and stay awake. And now I've got 100 Monkey song in my head. Awesome!
Yeah, it was not good.
Oh.
Yeah.
So that is if we don't time jump, get rid of the demon doll, please.
Yes, for real.
And even if you can't get rid of the doll for budgetary reasons, wrap it in a cloth and don't show it to us.
Yep.
Yes, exactly. We don't need to see those
You
faces.
don't need to play the baby for an episode. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Wrap it in a cloth to show us the bag. We literally don't need it to exist for entire episodes.
No, pretty much.
It can be referenced because Rick and Susie aren't an item, so yeah, baby Joy shouldn't be around every episode.
Nope.
Logically.
That's even with them, I'm just not really all that interested in watching child rearing on television. It's not really what I tune into shows for. It's just
No.
Same. I'm team if Miggy ever has a child, it's please the last scene or something. Very last episode.
The last scene of the last episode in the last season, which I hope is 20 years from now. I just don't want to see it. I'm sorry. I'm the only person, but I don't want to see
Last
it.
season. Unless you're pulling a TC and you're getting a teenager, that's fine with me.
Yeah.
Adopting
Sure.
a teenager that actually has agency, cool.
Mhm.
Or they pull a mentalist,
Which is, I'm sorry.
which is, what happened at the very last scene of The Mentalist?
No, I don't.
Yeah, so
Wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole, that one.
But it's Tim Kang.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know about him back then.
Sorry.
So it ended with like, so they, same kind of thing, it took them, like, a while to get together, blah, blah, they got married, and then at their wedding, the very last scene is, like, their wedding, and then it ends with her telling him that she's pregnant. And that's,
that's fine. That's fine.
That would be a decent end, too.
I'd also be cool with them making miscarriage a theme. Because we're tackling hot themes on Magnum PI in a very good way. I'd be cool with that.
I feel like the writers...
I'd be cool if they dealt with the fact that maybe she can't have kids. Especially if he really wants them.
Yeah, it's like there is options, but if you want to have if you want to have a baby on that show again, especially for Mickey, yeah, not anytime soon, because I can guarantee you there's a lot of fans that will walk out.
I would, as much as I love them, I don't think I could watch that. I don't think I could watch it. I just don't think I could.
Yeah.
It would completely
watch an action adventure show, you know?
Yeah, it would completely alter the dynamic of the show irrevocably, because
a really strong female lead. Let's face it, I think we have probably the best one on TV. You know, and she kicks some serious ass, and I don't really want to sit at home. They're going to say, okay, let me go risk my life while we have a little child at home. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't work for me.
Yeah. It would be interesting if they tied in, like what you were saying about the fact that she can't have kids, tie it into her MI6 days and Richard, because they easily could.
That's what I think. Anything could have happened. We know zip all about her past in MI6. Like, we know this much. Like, you know, anything could have happened to her.
Because the problem is we can't go the route of she doesn't want kids, because it's been stated multiple times that she did think about having kids. Right? Because
yes, but she also said she...
Not right now. Yeah.
Even not right now. She just said she thought the world needed to be a better place before she...
Honestly, though, that is like a classic thing women say when the partner isn't right.
That could be true, too. But, I mean, it could be she knows she can't have kids. Who knows, you know?
Yeah, because remember Ian said she and Richard had wanted to start a family, blah, 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 right? And then she also said... When did she
They wanted to be married for a while first.
Yeah, that was the other one. Yeah, she said they had wanted to be married for a while first. So Ian had said it, and then she had said it. So, like, there is something in her that, like, she wants kids. So it would be really cool.
Thought about it anyway. She's thought about it anyway.
Yeah, it would be really cool though to either go the miscarriage route or the like she can't have kids route.
She can't have kids route.
There is no or there.
It's technically a big obstacle. It could, you know, very well be an obstacle from one perspective or the other. He really wants to have them. She can't. Like, would she feel like, okay, I'm holding you back? Would she feel, you know, would he feel, you know?
That's not going to be an obstacle ever. Not on Magnum PI. It would be like a beginning of the episode. I need to have a think about it, and then be like, no, sorry, I'm in love with you. If you can't have kids, that's fine. That's not going to be
in the same episode. Okay, I thought it was an episode or two, but there you
go. No chance that's going to be dragged out over multiple episodes. Not with Magnum.
But it's not going to happen. They're going to have kids. It has to happen. Wait,
like if it's going to be the last scene or whatever, they're going to pull a castle and it's going to be like the flash forward, and we're going to see them.
Yeah, that works perfectly fine.
Yeah.
But again, as we came back to, and it's something that I'm saying, it would change the entire dynamic of the show too much.
Agreed.
Nikki's gonna change it already, but the kid would it would break up the partnership inevitably, because one has to stay with the baby as long as it's
and you know who the one
helpless. What?
And you know who the one is going to be, right? So.
No, we actually don't with them.
Oh, it's Magnum PI. It's going to be her.
Not necessarily.
Name of the show, come on.
Yeah, but here's the thing. It's Magnum PI, but it's at this point pretty much an ensemble thing. They're intertwined, and you can literally be like, Iggy's taking the case, and I'm staying here with the baby, and I can't comment. There is a story there that they could go for. So Magnum could be the one staying home at times. They could literally share the burden.
Yeah, they take, I still think both.
And they would. There's
Yeah.
no way Magnum would be like, yeah, you're the wife and you're staying home and I'm not doing anything. They would share the burden because their business would allow that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it could be, you stay home with the kid and the computer, and I'll go out and do the stuff. Right?
That is
Either
an
way.
option. That is
I
a
know.
genuine option.
I just don't want to see it. So there we go.
It changes the dynamic too much.
I agree
It
with you.
wouldn't. It wouldn't work.
I agree with you 1,000%.
We need the carpenter. We need them out there. We need them kicking ass out there, and a baby would.
That's a show I'm
Disrupted too
signed up
much.
to watch. You know?
That is the promise that they will break, and baby is probably gonna happen at the end, or if she gets pregnant, then there might be a miscarriage on the horizon.
Could be.
Or if she gets pregnant at the end of a season, we're like, okay, or at the beginning of a season, okay, last one,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe.
either miscarriage or last one.
Mm-hmm. Be the last one for me, probably. Just can't see it.
It's
Anyway.
probably also going to be the last one for the show then, if they plan on the baby being born.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I get.
The only way that would change is if Miss Weeks got pregnant. Then that plan just flows right out the window for obvious reasons. Because there's no chance that could be hidden with the main character.
Well, they did it with Mariska Hargitay on Law and Order.
Yeah, but
It was bad, but they did it.
yeah. Oh, it was like it works better on comedies.
Law and
It
Order.
works way better on comedies where you can just be like, hold the belly right into the camera and nobody gives a shit because it's funny.
I guess we'll just have to wait and see what they do.
Yeah,
Let's hope
look
that the
at
show's on long enough for us to worry about it.
it is gonna be. It's gonna be. I'm still team if we get a full season 6, then everything points towards that at this very moment. Might still change. We might absolutely tank on NBC. Who knows? But if we don't tank on NBC, season 7 is in the cards.
I can't.
Solidly.
I can't see it. Yeah, I can't see it tanking unless they really give it a ridiculous time slot, like just up against a juggernaut, you know?
And pull a CBS style promo.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
And NBC's already doing so much better.
That's true, they are.
Aren't they? Absolutely. Already. I
Yeah.
love it. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, we
So
just
I mean to
hope we just have to hope we don't go up against like I don't know, like we have to hope that we don't go up against like Survivor or
one of the really big guns on, any other network, right? So.
Yeah, but we're a big gun for NBC, so they might actually pitch us against the big gun.
Yeah, I hope we take him down. So I didn't mean to distract you from Robin Masters. I'm sorry.
I mean, I think everything is said and done about Robin.
Yeah, pretty much.
And about this episode.
Because we want to eat.
No, you want to eat.
And sleep.
And you want to go to bed, right?
Yeah.
You got a yoga session tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah, there's that.
But so.
And I've got to run tomorrow morning.
Well, thanks for inviting me, guys. I always have fun with you guys.
Always. Okay, that was our episode for today. We'll see you guys next time, which was going to be in 2 weeks. Let's see who's on there. Maybe we get lucky and have someone cool.
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows? I certainly don't at this point.
Nope. Never know.
Yeah, never know.
Well, have a great weekend, and I guess this is on Sunday, so I hope everybody had a great weekend.
Yeah. And have a great week, because there might be stuff coming up next week. On Magnum HQ and podcasts, social media, and stuff might be coming up.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
Keep your eyes on Twitter.
They will be
Bye,
there.
you guys.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
guys.